modern agriculture has to feed a constantly growing world population, while available resources of land, water, and fertilizers are constantly decreasing. Additionally, to guarantee sustainable agriculture, we must protect the environment by minimizing air pollution and land and groundwater contamination. To ensure the best possible yields and the most efficient use of the land, plants must be fed properly. To provide crops with the nutrients necessary for their development, we must use fertilizers.
In the advanced agriculture, the goal is to maximize the farmer's yield in a way that he will have maximum economical benefit, so he will gain as much as possible profit. However, we have to take care that this treatment or fertilizer application will not cause any pollution in the soil or in the air.
Like a human being, the plants prefer to get its food in measured portions instead of getting it all at once. The fertilizer is dissolved in a tank and then injected into the irrigation system, which passes it on to the plant. We can adjust the composition during the season to adapt it to the changing needs of the plant. This is why we call this method teaspoon feeding. This method is suitable for all types of crops: vegetables, flowers, fruit trees, greenhouse crops, and field crops. Another method of teaspoon feeding is foliar sprays, application of fertilizer solution on the leaves. Foliar sprays at the right time and composition increase yields and improve the quality. To ensure the optimal effect of the spray on the crops, the plants are usually sprayed at specific time, such as just before flowering and when the fruit is growing. Some of the fertilizer is absorbed as soon as it applied, and some of it dries on the leaves. During the night, the dew on the leaves dissolves the fertilizer again, and the leaves absorb more of the fertilizer. This cycle repeats itself over a number of days until the fertilizer is completely absorbed.
This method would be suitable for orchards and field crops such as corn, soy, cotton, and others. To achieve optimal results, we adapt the composition of the fertilizer to the plant and its stage of growth. The quality of our food is affected by the quality of the fertilizers fed into the ground. HAIFA Chemicals' primary product is potassium nitrate, a salt that supplies the plants with potassium and nitrogen. Potassium nitrate is also used in a range of industries, including food processing and preservation, ceramics, metal, and others. During the 1960s, HAIFA Chemicals applied an Israeli development to the industrial production of potassium nitrate, and at the same time developed its application as a fertilizer for advanced agriculture. At a later stage, HAIFA Chemicals also added phosphorus, magnesium, and calcium fertilizers to its production line, as well as fertilizers that combine all the nutritional elements. Another fertilization method that farmers and growers have recently begun to use is one that in the past was used primarily by plant nurseries and places with low-scale growing requirements, such as domestic gardens, because of its high costs.
Control-release fertilizer slowly and continuously feed the plant throughout the growing season. Control release of the fertilizer elements is achieved by coating soluble granular fertilizer with a polymer or plastic shell that is not soluble in water, but does allow slow penetration of water from the soil. The water dissolves the content of the granule, and the solution slowly seeps into the surrounding soil and reaches the roots of the plants. Control-release fertilizer feed plants in precise timing, placing and composition according to the teaspoon feeding concept. We know how to change parameters in the production process, which enables us to adapt the release durations to the growth season. Controlled release fertilizer are at the technological forefront in the fertilizer world, and HAIFA Chemicals is one of the few companies that know how to manufacture this technology.
Efficient and environment-friendly fertilization, much like HAIFA Chemicals' teaspoon feeding concept, is a critical element in advanced agriculture. Adopting the proper approach to plant nutrition will benefit the crop, the farmer, and the environment. HAIFA Chemicals, which exports its fertilizer to more than 100 countries throughout the world, is a highly respected representative of Israel. The work done by HAIFA Chemicals enables farmers everywhere in the world to improve the quality of our food, the environment, and lifestyle for all of us.